Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't really know what I want to do today. I had some plans, but you know when you look at the list and you're like, just don't fancy it. So I think I'm just going to do like a bit of a chit chatty get ready with me. I've not used my Vieve, I was going to call it Muse and knew I was wrong. My Vieve Essential Eyeshadow Palette. Since I literally first got it, I've not used it at all. So I'm just like, let's use that. I just want to do like chit chatty updatey type thing. And maybe you can't see that giant scratch on my arm. Because that's what just I feel like doing. Simple as that. So let's get some products ready and make a start. So I initially I'm trying to use this up. I always try to put that like mirror out of the shot. This Marshmallow primer, because it's just not really for me. I think I've decided. I tried to use it at the beginning of the week and it just wasn't really there. And I have also been really quite into just using my brushes, my foundation again at the minute. I think I'm just too lazy to wet sponge. I think that's probably it. I'm just going to go with my Nars Sheer Glow. This is in Light 4 Deville. I remember the days I used to be in Mont Blanc. Those were some pale days. I'm going to put a good dollop on the back of my hand to begin with. This is a Morphe brush, which is a MB39. All of this under here. Okay, so just to get that out of the way, first update. I am trying to not use hair remover on this area or plug it at the moment, because I am waiting on a hair removal device to come, like a laser hair removal. I bought myself one of them because I have to pluck my face, like moustache, eyebrows, chin and all that jazz, like twice a week, and I do like a full hair removal session on it once a week. So I think 3 days a week I'm pulling at my skin and it's just not doing very well. I don't like it. I don't like having to do that at all. As you can see, it's causing a lot of scarring. Like everywhere that I do it, it's just causing so many scars and it's not nice. I feel as I'm aging rapidly because of it as well. So I've just done another dollop. So yeah, over the next few weeks you might find them a little bit hairier. It's all in the name of long-term hairlessness. Okay. I'm just going to throw on a little bit of concealer. This is just the Revolution. I'm trying to kind of get rid of some makeup that I'm just like, I use it for the sake of using it because I have it. Oh, also this behind my ear. Oh my god, look at it. Oh. It's not a scab. It's just I've been to the hairdressers to get a patch test. So it's literally just like dye on the back of my ear. Also this week is my, well, it's Friday today, so I've just finished my last shift at work for the week. And I've only got next week to go. And then I leave. Start a new job. I don't know how videos are going to go with starting a new job. I don't know how much time I'm going to have. But I'm hoping to still be able to get like one video a week at least. Just until I get like into the swing of things. I don't yet know if I need like a week off. It is a lot to kind of think about at the moment. I'm trying not to let it like overwhelm me because I know like in the long term it's going to be better. think they're done. Funny little story. Well, I say a funny little story. Funny for me this morning. Once, like after it happened. So during summer, we let our 2 cats out. Just like during the day when we're in and we know like we can catch them to bring them back in for the night time. So this morning we were like, oh, it's going to be a lovely hot day. We can't possibly keep the cats in. We didn't even think. And I just opened the door and was like, goodbye cats. Like, see you in 6 hours time when you come back for a nap. Totally forgetting that our neighbours have a rabbit that they let in the garden. So I was just sitting, watching them in the garden, sitting having my breakfast, like, yeah, they're fine, mate. They're just having a sniff on the grass. When I go out and try to see one of them just stop, look through the fence, and then shoot over it. And I was like, I hope next door's rabbit isn't out. So I come upstairs, had a look, and of course the rabbit was out. It was sitting under like a little table. Absolutely petrified. And my cat is sitting with all her fur up. I'll address that in a second. So cat shoots over, I then come upstairs, have a look. So the cat's standing there with all of its fur up, and then the other one hops over the fence to have a look. And they're both sitting staring at this rabbit, like inches away from its face. It's just like, So I made me full pyjamas. I hadn't even started getting ready. And I had to go run next door, shout at my neighbour through his kitchen window, ring the doorbell, and I was just like, get in your garden and get your rabbit before my cats think it's breakfast. So luckily as he walked into his garden, my cat scampered and obviously knew they'd been caught. But I couldn't get in their garden quick enough. I had to knock because they've got a puppy and so they've like cordoned off everything in the house, in the garden. So the gate that normally just like unclicks and opens, they've got boxes in front of it, so I can't even just like get in and get the cats out. It's just like, for fuck's sake. It's like, it's not me cats, it's me neighbours. It's not fucking me neighbours, it's someone's dog. Like, I was moving into the state, be like, oh, it'll be dead nice and quiet and nothing will happen, and how wrong I was. Freaking noisiest place I've ever really lived. It's ridiculous. But what can I realistically do about it? Not much. But yeah, screaming that goes on with them. I do also wish they would teach their kids to not scream for a start, and also not to be scared of fucking everything. Swear to God, if there's a spider, they scream. If there's like any kind of like wasp or something, they scream. Although I did have fun one day. Was it last summer? I think it was summer of 2019. Must have been. I was out in the garden, had the girls in the garden. They were only about 2 and 3 at the time. But I picked up like a recycling box. It's like a box that you put papers in your recycling bin. And there was just like this giant spider in it. It'd been there for a few days, and I was just like, it's not getting out. It's like it's going to set up nest, and I need it to not do that. So I tipped it out, like at the back of my house where there's some stones, and it kind of like walked off towards next door's garden. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Like she's got loads of vegetation. It'll just kind of wander off. Well, about half an hour later, all I hear is the 2 girls absolutely screaming their heads off, running in the house, crying. And then, like, the mum and dad came out and had a look, and they were just like, oh my God, that's huge. Look at the size of that spider. And I was just like, that's definitely the one I just kicked out my garden. And it went into hers and just kind of tortured our children instead of being in my garden. So, but I'm not a massive fan of killing spiders. Unless they're in the house, then I will. But I'm just like, but I also don't like things that fly and they eat everything that flies. So quite like spiders in comparison to everything else. But I did text my sister quite annoyed this morning after the whole cat thing, because I was just like, oh, it's like, is this what like it's gonna be like? Like I now can't put my cats out for the day because the rabbit's out. I then had to message her on Facebook and say like, what time do you put your rabbit out? I'll try and avoid it with the cats. And then my sister was just like, it's got to the point where like I can't do anything in my house without thinking about next door. Like you can hear like on this video how loud the kids are being, so I could never go out in the garden, sit on my furniture and just like have a chilled evening. I couldn't have a barbecue because they're always out making that much noise. It is one of the reasons why we thought about moving, but obviously with new build houses, which is what I've got, that don't go up in value at all. For the first 20 years, they only go down in value. So we are a little bit stuck here. I mean, we and the neighbours got off to the worst start as well. It was technically my fault because I did drive over the front grass. So there were some builders in the next door to us, so the ones that aren't like directly next door, there's a bit of road between us. So there was builders like working on their drive, and they'd put a fence up, and then they asked me to come off my drive so they could like work behind it or something. And as I tried to reverse up to get round, there wasn't enough room. And I was just like, I'd only been driving like a couple of years. I was like, I can't manoeuvre a car off a drive with fucking space of like, for a fucking mini to get through. I was just like, I can't do it. So I just had to go over their grass to get away, and I was pissed off because the builder was still like hurrying his back, and I was just like, well no, because the fence is going to hit the back of my car any second. You paying for the damage? Because I'm not. So that all happened. And of course then they come knocking saying, oh, the builder said that you went over our grass and you've left an indent. And I was like, yeah, did he also tell you that he left us like no space at all to get off my own drive? But then asked us to get off my own drive. Unfortunately, we had some snow after that. And one of my fiance's friends, well, we had like a few people over, we had like a little party, I think it was New Year. We had a New Year party and he left the next day and he drove over the grass again. And so they were not best pleased, but we were just like, well, we can't control everyone that comes to the house. Like, you're going to have some understanding here. I asked them if I wanted it replaced. We went through all of that and it just kind of like died down and they just stopped asking about it. So I was just like, well, I ain't paying to replace it if you've kind of gone muted on us. But the next summer, they just kind of stopped looking after that bit of grass. And it went to shit anyway. So I'm still not bothered at this freaking day. So what was the point in all of that drama? There wasn't one. Yeah, there has been times when she's come and apologised to us for stuff that we didn't even know what happened. There was a time when she just, because the two girls that got adopted, try not to say it too loud in case they couldn't hear, but when she first got them, one kept getting fevers through the night. She was having to ring ambulances to come and take her to the hospital. And she'd see we when we're like out on the drive and she'd be like, yeah, I'm really sorry, like we couldn't get our temperature down, we had to ring an ambulance, we're sitting out here with the engine on, and I'd be like, didn't hear a thing, love. I think once I'm asleep, like if something comes at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not hearing it. I go dead. So at least, I think it's just because we are so quiet that we think they are so loud, but then like everybody else around us is pretty quiet as well. I think they are the loudest neighbours. Couldn't think of the word there. I am just working on the Vieve palette at this point. I'm just more bothered chatting. But we had the option, so was it this time last year? It must have been this time last year that we were saying, oh okay, like in ready for next summer we'll get the garden, we'll get decking, we'll get it all like paved in the areas that we want, and we were going to get the garden done out really nice, no new furniture, and like a little barbecue area, and dig out like a border, put some like evergreen plants and stuff down until like last summer, so where the sound of the kids was just like constant, and we decided like, are we realistically going to spend any time in the garden? Generally because our neighbours are permanently out and we don't really like to socialise with anyone ever. It's not just them, it's just anyone. So we decided like, no. And we just every week discuss what we would do if we got a lottery win. But we are getting our loft done. Not shortly at all. We're going to wait until after we've got married, so literally 2 days after. 2 days after we are married, we will make a start on the loft. So yeah, we get married on Saturday, and then the workman with the electrician coming on the Monday, 8 o'clock, bright and early. Starting the electrics. But we are getting pretty much a loft conversion, but not completely. I do want to put like a heater or something up there, just for when it is quite cold, because the heat of the house isn't going to like lift into there with it all being closed off. We're not getting a window put in because I'm just like, I'm not paying for a Velux window and then Velux blinds. It's not happening. Way too expensive. I know the price of these things. And I think I'm just ready for change. Like at the moment, things are a little bit up in the air, and I think this year is going to be a bit of a stressful one. I'm sure because it's stressful, it'll be quick. So I just keep thinking, like at the minute, I've got this weekend, which I've got very little planned. The next weekend is getting my hair done. The weekend after, I've got a day booked with my friends, and then it's bank holiday Monday, which I got booked for a day of shopping. Following weekend after that, so that's the Monday. I've then got 4 days in work. Then it's my sister's hen night. Second weekend of May, we've got like makeup trials and stuff like that ready to go for my sister's wedding. Then we've got 2 weeks where I haven't got anything planned yet. That'll probably change. And then, yeah, then it's the weekend of my sister's wedding. And then after that, it's like late June. So I'm just like, before I know it, I'm going to be into July, and I'm going to have to be like on the ball with planning my wedding, getting back into it. I do generally feel like I'm just ready for like a million things to happen like now. And I just can't wait to get the loft done. Oh, so we've got this company coming in, so they're doing the electrics, the board and the insulation, the loft hatch, the ladders, the lights. I'm going to ask them close at the time if they can do the heater for me. Don't know how thrilled they are going to be about doing that, but it's just going to be a little bit easier. And then they've got a plaster that they can recommend to come in, do the last bits for me and just plaster over, and then I said I'll do the rest. I was like, oh, get the carpeter in, get some carpet up there, I'll get the paint and I'll just paint it myself, because I'm not paying anyone to do something that I can do. And just in case you've been like sticking around for like a couple of months now, I'm extremely stingy. You've probably like picked up on that by now. I'm extremely stingy. If I can get away with like not paying for something and not paying full price, like I will do it. Like I do hope when I have kids, like they very quickly learn, like I did, to sit down and be quiet. It's a very 90s way of being brought up, I'm very aware, but I'm being brought up and raised to sit down, be seen and not heard, and I'm okay, so... Well, I say I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But I can't wait to just go shopping. Like, the shops are open at the minute in the UK. Like, everything's open back up. But, like, this is the first weekend that will be open, so I'm just like... But I'm not going to go this weekend. And I was like, next weekend I'm getting my hair done, so there's no chance that it's happening. So it takes like 4 or 5 hours to get my hair done. So this will be gone. Oh, God. So we've only got this video and maybe like 2 more left until I've had my hair done. What a relief that is going to be. I just can't wait to go shopping. I'm desperate for skincare. Like, I buy my skincare like in bulk. I'm basically buying everything at once generally. So I'm doing a running out of everything at once. And I got recommended Inky List skincare a couple of months ago. And I told my friend about it, who's got very similar skin to me. And she's tried it when she had like a little bit of acne across her cheeks. It was usually covered with makeup, but you don't always want to wear makeup, do you? And it was a little bit, when she first got it, it was quite irritated. I think she'd used something that had irritated it. And she said she literally used the Eau de Cleanser twice and it just almost went. And then she's been using it about a month now, all of the, like, mainly Inky List skincare products. And she texted me the other day saying her skin's just like massively improved. So I was like, need myself some Inky List, obviously. The lip gloss I wanted to use is not in my drawer, so I'll have to go on a hunt for that. I want warmer lips than that. I love that my neighbour's children are now currently just playing with the barbecue like it's a toy. That's fine. It's not concerning at all. I'm sure someone's keeping an eye on them. I'd probably be bothered or anything else. Just wanted, you just want to like have a chat. This is what I would normally do with my friends. Just ring them up, say, we will go for a drink and have a chat. But because you've got a book everywhere, the fact that my foundation creases on my double chin, like, can we not? Can we not? But yeah, I've also been actively losing a little bit of weight, so we'll all see how that goes and if this disappears soon. Why do I make it worse for myself? I just did this just to kind of, like I say, get things off my chest. A little bit of therapy. Just as what I would sit down with a drink and talk to my friends about. I just thought, let's do it with the camera, because I can't just go and see my friends as I like. But guys, leave any video requests in the description box. I do have some others planned, and hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be back to blonde instead of sitting here. Won't that be nice? Won't that be nice? But yeah guys, I will see you in the next video. I still upload every Wednesday and Saturday, apart from Wednesday gone where it was a little bit late. My bad. I leave my Instagram and TikTok that I rarely use, but I do occasionally upload something. Leave them in the description as well. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.